Let's do another question, which is finding frequency of a substring in a string. So for this problem, let us see a test case. So for example, if your string is hello, hello, and the substring which you have to search in this string is suppose hello. So you need to find the occurrence of hello, number of occurrence of hello in this string. So as you can see, this is one of the occurrence, hello, and this is the second occurrence. Let me take another example. So suppose the string is A, B, C, D, H, E, and the substring should be H, E, F. So here you can find HE, but you cannot find HEF. So the answer would be 0 here, and here it was 2. Let us take another example. So if we have, suppose A, B, A, D, H, and the substring is A, in this case our answer would be 1 occurrence, 2 occurrence, 3 occurrence. It will be 3. So basically, if you do not know what is a substring, so I would so substring is a part of a string, and it is a contiguous string of characters. So basically, for example, for A, B, C, D, if we consider index A, from the first index we have A as a substring, AB as a substring, AC as a substring, and ABCD as a substring. For B, we have B as a substring, BC as a substring, and BCD as a substring. Likewise, for C, we have C as a substring, and we have CD as a substring, and for D, we have only D. So in total, we have N into N plus 1 by 2 substrings. So if we go on checking each substring and comparing it with this one, we would need time complexity of big O of N square. Okay, and we know that M should be less than equals to N to be a substring. So let us first see what could be a good approach to count the number of occurrences of a substring in a string. So let us take this example. The example of hello, hello, and a substring being hello. So what we do is we go on the first character and then we fix a pointer here. So let's say it's I, and then we have a j pointer which will move and try to find if the starting from the first character we could find make a substring or not. So here, as we see, j is matching with the first character of this, so we move j forward. E is matching with the second character of substring, then we move j forward. That is also matching with the next character of substring, so we go forward. And next, this is also matching, so we go again forward. And this is also matching, so we reach the end index, which is the length of the substring, which is m, and our j is here. So in this case, we see we have reached the end of the substring. It means substring was found in our string. So we increase the counter by 1. That's the frequency of substring in the string. Next, as soon as we are done with the iteration for the first character, we move our first character. So now we see that from the first character we can make the substring. So we adjust our I to the next character and then we start j from here. So we go on checking. So is E equal to H? No, it is not. So in this case, we do not check further and we break out of the loop, and so it has not reached end of the substring from this character, so we do not increase the count. Now we increase our I. So now the I is on L, and again we reset our J. And as we see here that j, the index of j is not equals to the first character of our substring, which is h, it means the substring can also not be formed from this starting index. So we move our starting index to next L. Likewise, the substring cannot be formed from this index as well. Then we move to O, the substring cannot be formed from this index as well. Then we move to H, and we see that H is equal to H. We move our J, we see this is also equal, and likewise we go to the end of we traverse till the end of the substring and we reach M. As soon as we reach M, we know that some substring exists in the string, so we increase our counter by 1. So now our answer is increased by 1, and then we move to the next character, which is E. And as we see, it doesn't the substring is not starting with E. We again move, and we finish when we have reached the end of our initial string. So the time complexity by this was n cross m, because for every letter we were every character in the main string we were checking if it was if we start from that character we are able to form the substring or not. So a very simple code for this would be, if we write here for I equals to 0 and I less than equals to n minus m. Why this code is, suppose the length is here is 10 and the length here is 5. So the last index that we can expect from which the string can be formed is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because after this, if we start from E, anyways, we would not be able to reach the end of our substring because the size of the substring is greater from this index to the end of our string. So that is why the I should be less than equals to n minus m, and then we move I plus plus, so less than equal to. For every I, we set our j. So for j, we set it equals to I, and so for every I, we start our j from I. Now the length of the string is m, so we start our k from j till it should be, k should be less than I plus m, and we do k plus plus. So suppose we are here in this, we have index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So when I is 0, we when I is 0 in the main string, we check 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. When I is 1 in the main string, we check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is less than 1 plus the length of the string 6. If we start from the second character, we check 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is less than 2 plus 5. So here, if the string of I is not equals to the substring, oh my goodness, sorry, I messed up a bit. So this should be m and this should be 0. So we check the substring from 0 to m, and so if our string of I plus k, so for the first time it will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and next it will be 1. So for k is 0, we check with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for if it is not equal to s of str substring of k, then we simply break out of the loop. Otherwise, we keep iterating. At the end of the loop, we check if k is equals to m, then we increase our count. Count becomes count plus plus. So this is a simple code for finding the number of occurrence of a substring and a string. I hope you understood the concept. So if it was any useful, do like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.